What's up, gamers? This is Ryan for Kidz Gaming. Here with the dungeon guide for the Copperbell Mines. Final Fantasy XIV is the Realm Reborn. Copperbell Mines is the third dungeon that's unlocked in the main story quest, designed for players levels 17 through 19. Once inside the dungeon, the first encounter is with two Copperbell Goblins and a Spriggan. You need to kill them to obtain a tiny key. Unlock the door in the room and there will be an elevator waiting for you. Once you ride the elevator down, there will be two more Spriggan to deal with. As you fight your way through the tunnel, you'll come to a fork. To the south is a room with a treasure coffer guarded by two Spriggan. After heading back and going the other direction, you'll come across a Goblin that once you engage will have the wall explode to reveal a large Gigas stone hauler. Once the enemies have been dealt with, continue north through the stone arch to face two Spriggan carriers and a lightning sprite. To the left is a small bridge leading to another coffer with a Goblin nearby. As you continue, you'll fight more lightning sprites, Goblins, and Spriggans. You'll come to a room that has mining tracks with two Spriggans and a Goblin. In the next room, in order to continue, you have to gather fire sand and put it in the powder chamber so you can blast a hole in the wall to continue. After passing through the newly destroyed wall, you encounter a lonely Spriggan, but this is actually the start of a mini-boss encounter. More Spriggans will begin spawning, and then bombs will join in. It's best to have the tank and the melee kill bombs as soon as they spawn, and if you have a black mage, gather the mobs together for Blizzard 2, which has a bind effect and is AoE. Eventually Kodos, a large Gigas, will show up. Once you kill Kodos, a coffer and a tiny key will appear. After obtaining our loot, continue through the sealed blasting door. Past the door in the hall you will encounter two errant souls, and then another elevator. Once off the elevator, the room ahead of you will have an errant soul, and there is a Spriggan carrier that pads into the room. The room is set up like the previous room, where you need fire sand to activate the blasting device. To get the fire sand, you have to kill bombs, which you can find in the side rooms. The room to the east will have a treasure coffer on its south end, which you can get after you kill the bombs. After collecting the fire sand, blow up the wall and head into the second mini-boss fight. For this boss, have the tank deal with the green blob, which will divide into multiple blobs. The key is to have a party member push the plunger in the middle down, spawning a bomb. Have the tank get hit on the bomb while tanking the blob. Once it starts to do its self-destruct, get away and let it blow up the blob. Make sure the tank doesn't run the blob out of the range of the bomb's blast. Keep doing this tactic until there's 8 mini-blobs left that you can just kill off. Once done with the fight, two coffers will appear, and you'll have to pick up some fire sand and set up the blasting device again. As you continue, you'll come across living fossil and two hipposurfs. These may be skippable. After running around the pillars, there's two hipposurfs, and the Stonebreaker Gigas will break through the wall. As you round the next corner, there's a pit hipposurf hiding, waiting to attack, and an errant soul that can link it, and off to the side a copper. Once done with this encounter, there's a tunnel that will lead you down to the main boss fight. The main boss is Gyges the Great. The fight starts off pretty basic, then at 75% he heads over to the right wall and breaks it open. Have the tank pull him back to the middle of the room. Now Gigas will spawn from the hole in the wall one at a time. Once they spawn, they'll run across the room to the left wall and try to break it open, letting more Gigas spawn. Melee and black mages need to focus on the Gigas as they spawn and kill them as fast as they can to prevent them from damaging the other walls. Also, saving the limit break for the melee to use on the boss will take a nice percent of its HP down. If the Gigas manage to crack the other walls, more Gigas will be able to spawn and things could get messy. If you kill the boss, the fight ends and you won't have to deal with the other adds. That concludes our dungeon guide of Copperbell Mines. To keep up with our latest videos, be sure to subscribe, and if you like the video, show some support with a like, or just tell us how you feel in the comments.